Cool. So we are going to be going over 3 things, and it's a lot of information, but I thought I would post what I go over tonight so that you guys will have something, so you don't have to sit here and try to write notes, okay? Because I want you to at least hear it, and then we can always go back and save it if we want to. We're going to talk about tips on starting your business. I'm only going over 8. There are endless tips on running your business. So let me turn that off.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey, is it okay if I invite Tanner and Erica to our meeting?
Yeah.
They wanted to know. Okay, hold on.
Oh, yes. So anyway, so we'll start with tips on starting your business, and then I'll go into the do's and don'ts. There's a few things I want to emphasize on the do's and don'ts, but they're mostly bullet points. I don't want to get into them too much, but I feel like they have to be said. Some of them are really important. And then posting on Facebook and how to make it more personal instead of annoying to your friends. So we'll go ahead and start. The very first tip I have for you guys on being successful in your business is you have to be a product of the product. You need to be keeping your auto qualification on unconditional. And that means that you're getting your product every month, even though you do 100 PV. You guys understand that, right, Allie and Alex? You can just nod.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So keeping it unconditional, this builds belief, and this builds your testimony. Hey, Erica and Tanner, thanks for joining. Number 2, y'all need to be posting on Facebook daily. This can be 2 or 3 times a day, and spread them out. We're going to go a little more specific into that when I talk about posting on Facebook, but you have to be visible to people. People do not know that you sell Plexus unless you're talking about it. Number 3, be a part of the conversations, and that's in our groups and our teams, etc. We really believe in building friendships. Like Erica and Tanner have become friends of ours, and we really believe in that. And adding your leaders on Facebook. So leaders doesn't necessarily mean jewels in the company. Leaders are people who are consistently working their business. They consistently take the product. To me, that's who a leader is, and they're good to follow. That's who you should inspire to be. So surround yourself, I put this little quote on there, surround yourself with the believers, the doers, and the dreamers. So make friends. The more of those people that you have around you in your circle that can support you and you can feel supported, you're just going to be, everything's just be a little bit more positive. Number 5, have a Plexus launch party. So Allie and Alex have already had Plexus launch parties, but since I'm recording this, I want to make sure that those who have not had their launch parties, that you get with me to schedule that, because at least in November, if you have it, you go in for your $50 drawing. So, and Brianna, I saw your comment. So yes, you're in on that drawing. We have had awesome success so far with these launch parties. Brianna has sat in a couple in them, and we are really loving the feedback that we're getting from everybody else, and they can feel our energy and they can feel our passion with the products. And so I definitely think this is something we're going to keep doing and ongoing. And when you guys grow your teams, y'all will be doing this as well. So I need to definitely set up a protocol for you guys so that everybody can kind of follow an outline, which means I'll probably have to change a few things, but that way you guys can do it easily as well. Number 6, know your why. This really should be at the top, right along with be a product of the product. You need to know why you're doing this. Alex has shared her why with me, and it will change. It doesn't have to stay the same. Just write it down as well. This is really powerful. And like Celeste, she said last night on that video, to make a video of yourself talking about your why. And I love how Brianna looks down as soon as I say that. Like I know you don't want to make a video of yourself. Okay. But there's something really powerful about saying it out loud and watching yourself talk about your why. It's just so powerful, and to have that, and to have something to come back to when things get rough, because they do. There's ups and downs in any business, and it's definitely something I have it. Brianna has seen it. It's plastered on my bathroom wall. It's why I do this, and I keep it there because there are downs, and I want to make sure I keep my blinders on and focused on my goal. And then create your list of 100, circling the top 20 people that you either want to see get healthy with you or join this business with you. These 20 people, I want you guys to envision laying on the beach, sandy white beaches, eating the best food in the world, and imagining these people traveling with you guys, or with you. I want you to envision that for yourself, because we can all get there, and I really believe in Alex, and I believe in Allie for you guys to be there with us. And Brianna, that's a given, you know. I've already told you this. So make sure you guys have that list of 100. You know, it could be 200, 300. I've had many lists, and I go through them all the time, and I scratch people off, and I'll date whenever I've followed up with them or I've talked with them. I'll date when I've done that. And then with the top 20, I circle and star those people because they are people I really can envision doing this with me. And then number 8, become a student of network marketing, not just Plexus. You need to be on trainings like this, and you need to be watching other trainings on YouTube and watching other leaders, watch how they carry themselves. But I think it's really important to become a a student of network marketing, because you have to be able to show people that we have a better way. Like Celeste was talking last night, people work for 40 plus years and then retire, never making a 6-figure income, when we have the absolute possibility of doing that. And you need to be able to feel confident in sharing that. And part of that is understanding how network marketing works and knowing that it's relationship sales. It's not salesy. It's creating relationships, initiating relationships, connecting with people. And so be a student of network marketing. So those are my tips on how to get started. Of course, there's so much more. Trainings and self-development is huge, and you'll hear all the leaders talk about that. And so that's what I have for you. And then do's and don'ts. So I'm going to try to go through these quickly. I wrote a lot of do's, and I wrote a few don'ts. The very first thing I want to definitely cover with do's is, have they heard of Plexus? You need to be asking every single person you talk to, especially as we start gaining friendships on our teams. We are going to be overlapping, and our mutual friends are going to be overlapping, and we want to make sure that we're protecting each other. We are a team, and the last thing I want is for it to start to become competitive by saying, for example, well, I talked to her months ago about it, and she bought through you, and vice versa. And so if that's happening, it starts to become a little bit negative on our team. And so I don't want that. We want all of our friends involved, but let's just make sure that we are trying to see where they came from, if they've ever heard of Plexus. So this is what I do. Usually my first question is, have you ever heard of Plexus? And you'll know if they've heard of it or not. Some of them will say, yeah, I think I've heard of it. And that's clear that they don't have a friend that sells it, but definitely ask, well, do you have a friend that sells it? No. Okay. Then proceed with what you're going to talk to them about. If they say, yeah, I see it on Facebook all the time. Okay. Red flag. Obviously what you want to do, and as hard as it may seem, you want to say to them, okay, I want you to go talk to that person about Plexus, because I really think you could benefit from these products. And do it from that point. Don't spend a lot of time with them, but get them to go back and talk about Plexus from your standpoint, so that they can go back and buy from their friend. It always comes back around. It always does, as hard as it may seem, but we have to make sure that we're doing that. Okay, I went way too far into that, but it's important. Let's see, issues go up, not out. So please do not talk about your issues with your customers, with your team, to the support pages. You need to go up to your upline personally. If that person can't answer it for you, she'll go up or he'll go up. Stay positive and professional. And this includes when you guys are posting on Facebook. Remember now, you are, you own your own business. And so you need to be professional. This doesn't mean that you're being fake. This just means that you have a responsibility of being a professional, and you want to see that out. And your followers are going to definitely be watching for that. Purchase Plexus swag and business cards. Definitely, I waited a little bit longer for my Plexus swag and my business cards, but if you can do that right away, go for it. They're really great when you're running around. You can pass out your card, or people will ask you, what is Plexus? And then build your belief by trying different products. I just recently got into the pain relief line that we have. I don't really have pain, but since I'm working out more, I decided to buy some of it, and I'm really loving it. But in this way, I'm able to give some feedback whenever somebody asks about pain or they have pain, then you can address that in that way. So try the different products. Read testimonies to build up your belief. Be productive and create a DMO. Don't get caught up in the, I'm going into my don'ts. Don't get caught up in all the negativity in some of the Facebook groups and even on your current Facebook. Don't get lost in all of the comments of, because I can only speak on this because I'm totally guilty of it, but don't get lost in all the comments of politics right now or religious stances and all that. Don't get caught up because you have other priorities and you don't want to lose out on time with your family and vice versa. Let's see. Give exceptional customer service. Always do more than you're paid now to earn more than you need for later. I do this by following up with my customers at least twice a month after the first week they've started, and then 3 weeks in, a week before their auto ship goes through. I just want to check on them, see how they're doing. Flip them to ambassadors if possible. And customer service wise, I like to send them little thank you notes every time I get a new customer. I'll send it to them in the mail. And sometimes if I have room, I'll write the regimen of their products on there so that they can just kind of keep that. But I always send an email with the instructions on how to take their products. Let's see. Oh, start relationship building, being more intentional with your friendships. Even your acquaintances on Facebook. Try to make a connection with them as much as possible. I mean, you're going to be wanting to reach out to people and talk to people and connect with them. That is not Plexus. Celeste actually does this as well, as she reaches out and comments on people's pictures or likes people's pictures and does all that sort of thing just to kind of connect with people. Make sure that they are, if they engage with you on your Facebook, that means they can see you in their newsfeed. So by you connecting and liking all their pictures, that makes them more likely to come to your page and like your things, comment on your things, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 they're seeing all your Plexus posts in their newsfeed. So that's kind of how that works. Let's see. Okay, the don'ts. Don't feed into negativity. I already touched on that. Don't post crude, ugly, or negative posts. So no trash talking on other people publicly as much as you'd like to. Probably don't do it. Post publicly. Oh, don't post publicly about medical claims. Testimonials are different. Right, Erica? I just want to double check. Erica, with testimonials, we can put in, like if they say this has helped my fibromyalgia or my MS or whatever, they can say that in the testimonial, but they just can't say this will heal your MS or this will heal your fibromyalgia.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, cool.
And then there's, we have to be really careful when we're talking about kids.
That's right.
And our products.
There's a great Facebook resource called Plexus Testimonials, and all of those are compliant. If you have any
questionable,
anything questionable, you can just, if you're looking for testimonials and you want to make sure it's compliant, you can go to the Plexus Testimonials Facebook page. They're all compliant. So.
Okay. Thank you for that. our compliance department is here to protect us. And so anything that they tell us that we cannot do, we're not going to do, because this is our livelihood. This is our job. And so they're there to protect us. So, so publicly talking about, different medical claims, that is a huge no-no. Posting prices publicly, the only price that we can post is the $34.95 website fee. All other prices need to be talked to personally. Sorry, Erica, I'm laughing at your hair and Tanner's face.
It went in his ear. Like, I turned and it went in his ear, and he's like, ah. Sorry.
So let's see, prices. Let's see. Don't let fears hold you back. Your fears, such as, I don't have enough time. You guys saw the excuses post that I posted today. Don't let time hold you back, that you don't have enough time, or my kids have me too busy, or I work full-time, 80 hours a week. Don't let that hold you back. There's ways. Reach out to us and let us know if you need help on prioritizing your time a little bit more. You absolutely cannot sell on Amazon or eBay. And again, don't complain in the groups. Go up to your upline. I just wanted to touch again on, let's see. Posting prices and like posting your website. This actually can deter people from contacting you about your posts, because they've already been given all that information. And so what would they need most? The number one question I always get is, how much is it? And if you're posting it on Facebook, well, then they're not going to contact you, I promise, no matter how low that number is. So since we're on the subject of posting on Facebook, I want to talk about how to post personal instead of posting more ad-like. The idea is to invite people to message you personally and ask more information. So you want to give as little information out there as possible in your posts, but enough to get them to bite. So, and then also 70% of your life is on Facebook and 30% is Plexus. I think that's usually the percentage. Anyways, obviously you need to keep personal life higher ratio than Plexus posts, because you don't want your friends blocking you or deleting you. So let's go into, let's talk about ad-like. I'm going to talk about the worst, what you don't want to do first. Let's talk about ad-like posts. Cheesy ad-like product graphics. I hate these. I don't even know why they circulate. But you'll see them because they look really cheaply made. Obviously, looks like someone copied and pasted a clip art into the graphic of the products. And this automatically makes people feel like they're being sold to. So you want to steer clear from cheesy ad-like product graphics. Product ingredients and benefit graphics. These are okay used sparingly, I believe. I don't use them very often, maybe once a month, I don't know. But I don't do it very often because, again, people are not going to read that. They want to know if it works. They are not as concerned with the ingredients, believe it or not. It is good to know the ingredients, but at first they just want to know if it works for them. So tell the story on that product. Refrain from using phrases like, join my team, message me for more info, ask me about Plexus. All of these things make people feel like, oh, she's trying to sell to me. Oh, I'm going to back out. I'm going to just keep scrolling. I have been guilty of doing some of these. I can't talk about any of this stuff without saying that I've made those mistakes, but they are the ones that nobody ever comments on. They don't like. They don't message me. They don't draw people. So we want to refrain trying to sell them. So if you read your post, 2 or 3 times and it seems like salesy, then go back and rewrite it and try to make it more story-like. And then again, do not post your website on your posts. You want them to ask you for that. You don't want them going in there, and this has happened to me a few times where people have bought Slim, Accelerator, and Boost. Like, no, we don't take Slim or Accelerator and Boost together. And they would have known that had they messaged me, I would have told them that. So putting your website on your posts is not a good idea. So let's talk about what you can post, because I feel like we've been talking about a lot of negative things. So let's talk about personal posts, how to make your Plexus posts personal. Take a selfie with your product. I've seen y'all, a couple of y'all do this, and it's really awesome. People love to see what you're doing. They want to do what you're doing, especially if you stick to it. You can post pictures of your product. Again, that's not pictures, graphics that you have found. These are pictures of your product on your kitchen counter. Testimonies. Caption why you love the testimony. Like, copy and paste a testimony instead of sharing and using the share button. Put a caption at the top like, oh, I love this. I have so many friends who deal with fibromyalgia. This could help. Or caption why you love it. Let's see. What's another example? I love this because she relates to me. I used to take naps every day, and she's not taking naps anymore. Something like that. Something short and sweet, just to kind of catch the eye, and then they'll read the testimony if you catch their eye. And always post a picture with it. If you put a bunch of words, people aren't going to even see that. But sometimes pictures, they may not read the testimony, but they see the picture, and that usually tells enough. And then, like I said earlier, tell a story with your posts. Stories sell, facts fail. I knew I was going to screw that up. Stories sell, facts fail. Always tell stories. People don't care about the facts. Speak from the heart. Tell stories about your own testimony, what you have experienced with the products. Use Plexus or use Facebook as a free platform to talk about your journey with Plexus, even if it's 1 or 2 sentences like, wow, I actually slept awesome last night. It doesn't even have to say Plexus in it. You are insinuating that you were talking about Plexus and what Plexus has been doing for you. If people are following you, they know that you're selling Plexus. And if you say anything like better sleep, better energy, they know you're referring to Plexus. So you almost don't even have to say it once you build that rapport with them. So that's pretty much all I had. Like, I talked for 30 minutes. Do you guys have any questions or any input? You guys can unmute and talk. Does anybody have anything to add?
One thing I always like to do that goes along with when your friends overlap is I like to ask, are you working with any other ambassadors? Like Sherry said, that's really, really important. You, in a minute, you're interrupting me. He wants fruit snacks at 9 o'clock at night. Anyway, just ask and always make sure they're not working with someone else. And it's okay to talk to these people if they want information. I have people come to me because they don't get information somewhere else and they don't buy from me. It sucks, but always make sure, are you working with someone else? And if not, great. Please come to my launch party that I'm having, or come over. Let's go out and meet up for lunch one day. We can talk about Plexus, something like that.
Yeah, you never know when an ambassador that you're helping because they don't have a strong upline will end up, helping you out in a sense. We had somebody contact us today that I have kind of mentored her from the beginning, and she had some kind of fallout with her upline, and she's contacted corporate and now wants to move to our team with her team. I never had that intention ever in a million years, but we are one Plexus, and that goes along with that. We always
are they letting her move to your team?
It's a big deal. It's going to be an act of Congress, but it is looking like she's going to be able to switch.
I have been trying to get an ambassador who wanted to sign up underneath me and sign up under someone else for months, and we've had no luck. We've emailed compliance. We've emailed. Do you have a link to someone? Do you have
You have to have the ins, Brianna.
Can you give me your boyfriend Tarl's phone number? I'll just call him up and ask him.
My boyfriend, dang.
No, there is a form that needs to be filled out to make it official. But, I mean, she had it it's really unfortunate what's happened with her, and it's very unusual. And I actually told her that you probably won't be able to switch. But when she called compliance today, they said that there was a chance. But anyway, we're off subject. Sorry, Sherry.
No, that's okay. No, it's okay.
Everything that Sherry said about posting is great, and I want to add one little thing to it. Facebook has a hierarchy of posts of what goes to the top and what doesn't. So they have algorithms that can detect if you are posting something that is like salesy, like an ad, like she was saying, and it'll post it on your Facebook page, but it won't show up on your friend's page.
Feed.
So you'll post it, but it doesn't get any viewing. So that's where you really want to avoid that. Things that get the what's the word I'm trying to say?
Priority.
Yeah, the priority. Pictures get priority. So if you're going to post something like Sherry said, like a story or a personal testimony, pictures of your product and yourself, that's great because that gets priority. But what gets the top priority is videos. So if you really want to be bold, video always goes at the top of all of your friends' list.
Did you hear that, Brianna? Videos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's a great way to reach a lot of people.
He's been wanting to say, he's like, hey, could you tell them I love Plexus. Can you tell them? I'm like, hold on, Bentley. Just
Okay, so you need to post him saying that on your Facebook. Genius.
Yes.
Kids and videos. Cool.
Oh, yeah, right now. Okay.
She's doing it right now.
Allie, Alex, Jerry, do y'all have anything you want to, I guess you have any questions? You want to add anything? Nope. Okay. Cool. Well, that's all I had. I think I sped through that because usually I get my warning, my 10-minute warning. Cool. All right.
Lots of really good information in there. I took notes.
A lot of great information.
Oh, cool.
Definitely.
Cool. Okay. Well, thank you guys for showing up. That's like huge whenever you show up to these trainings because the more you learn, the more you grow. Okay. Y'all have a wonderful night. Bye, Bentley.
bye. Say bye, Aunt Cherry.
Bye, Aunt Cherry.
Okay. Y'all have a good night. We'll talk soon. Bye.